Let's have some fun and add some images to Bootstrap. We're going to be doing a lot of things, and things really come to life when we add images. In this episode, I'm going to build some things kind of sort of on the fly, and I just kind of want to share with you how this comes about, and I'll make some mistakes. We're going to make a big mess, create some logic, and clean the mess up in the next episode. So here we go. Having fun adding images in the Bootstrap environment in Dreamweaver, and we're going to use some of Dreamweaver's special tricks to get this done. So here we go. This is where I am thus far. This is all Bootstrap, and I don't have I don't have any color backgrounds for the boxes. And this is what happens if you come in here without, defining some color as you're messing around getting your stuff organized. This is kind of what happens. But what I did do is I did go into my CSS style sheet, the one that I made, not my Bootstrap style sheet, and I did create a class called Black. It's 350 pixels tall, 100 pixels of padding on the top. I put an H1 tag in it, and thus that's how this black thing shows up with an H1 tag. And, that's pretty much all I've done. So here we go. Let's go into the code, and let's go into my source code, and this is how I have this set up. In my top row, I'm in a fluid container. Up here in my first row, it's empty, and that means that black area is just going to go all the way across. Okay, got my H1 tags in there. I turned them white in my CSS, and what I really want to do is I want to put like some text right here. I've got this LG 6 and 6, and I want to put text on one side and image on the other side. And then below my text and images, I have another row. This would be 33%, 33%, 33% of the screen. So I want to put image, 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 and then I'm going to finish it all off down here at the bottom with limited time offer, call now, blah, blah, blah. So that's what I want to get done. So let's start out by going in here. We're going to put in some text, and this is really cool. I don't know how often you guys use Lorem Ipsum. You can find their website, and it's a code generator. Well, Dreamweaver comes built in with Emmit. It's a special code thingy, and that's how all this cool code stuff happens in Dreamweaver. So I need some text because I'm not sure what I'm going to type in here right now. So I could just put in Lorem, and I'm going to put in 200. I want 200 words of Lorem Ipsum, and I hit the tab key, and poof, there you go. I got some funky text. So you just type in Lorem, the number of words that you want. Then you can go in here and do what you want to do with the text. Now I need some images or an image, and I've created some images to use in this environment. So over here, for you folks that subscribe to Creative Cloud, I have Adobe Bridge open, and in our buildthegeek.com members, there's a Photoshop section that shows you how to use Adobe Bridge. But I have some images that I've created that are 800 pixels wide, 500 pixels tall. I can click right here and see what I have available. So I'm going to choose one of these. Once I know the name, how about Beach House 1? So now there is Adobe Bridge. I've identified the image that I'm going to put in here. I go back into Photoshop, into Dreamweaver, and let me grab my Files panel. This is pretty cool. I have my Images folder in the site that I have defined in Dreamweaver, and here are my images 800 by 500 that I just saw a second ago, and here's beachhouse1.jpg. So I can just take this sucker and drag it right into there. Ha ha! You got it like that, Dorothy. So here's my width and height, the image. I'm good to go there. And this is so cool. In this version of Dreamweaver, I hover over the image tag, and notice the image actually pops up. That is freaking awesome. Now, I've got 4 columns, 4 columns, 4 columns for some more images. So I might scroll back into Adobe Bridge and see what be happening in here. I kind of like this bird flying around the beach porch. I don't know, beach down here in Vallarta. It's working good. So I can move that back down, go back over here, get my files panel, and go find my 400 by 400 images right there. And this, I like my bird fly. That was pretty cool and groovy. 400 by 400 pixels. Bring in my park bench into this div right here. And then, oh, I love it when those images pop up like that. That is just so cool and groovy. We're all about cool and groovy. And how about this little church thingy right here? I'll bring that in. And, you know, that gets me started. That's all the images that I want. That's the text that I want. But now let's go and see how the train wreck is rolling. I'm just going to save my files and go into live view and see what's going on. It's not so bad. It's not so bad, you know. I mean, and again, Bootstrap was created to be simple. But you know, I have some issues going on in here. I mean, you know, and this limited time offer should go all the way across the screen. And then when I start going into different screen modes, look at what happens now. Oh no, Mayday, Mayday, Will Robinson. Oh no, and those images, shouldn't they be scaling or something? Can I bring that text? Oh, nightmare. Mayday, Mayday, Will Robinson. So here we go. That gives us a little starter kit, but that's we started with a blank screen, put in some rows and columns, made some custom CSS in our own style sheet, identified some images in Adobe Bridge that were pre-sized and ready to go, used the Emmit function of Dreamweaver to generate some quick and easy Lorem Ipsum. And in our next episode, we'll come in here and clean this dude up so that you can learn how to make lots of cash building websites.